Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for the moderator that giving me the chance to present my research on this event, international seminar on tourism. I'm sorry I cannot attend the forum, but I will try to explain my research for you with my presentations. My research is titled Digitalization Activities in Gastronomy Tourism. I write this research with Ibu Dewi Turgarini and also Bapak Priyambodo. I will tell you a little bit background about partners. Ibu Dewi Turgarini is expert in gastronomy tourism, and also both of us this year is researching about the digital gastronomy. And myself, I have a research interest in tourism planning, also creative tourism, and gastronomy digital, and also gastronomy education. And Bapak Priyambodo, he has a background information system, and his research interest is about the satellite system communication. Introduction for my research is because the digitalization era is emerging, and also we live in the digital era, and it also affects how food being perceived and how food being processed, and how the food business is have to be evolving. And our research is a qualitative research, and we just want to know what kind any new activities in digital that will affect food, especially in gastronomy tourism. And digital technology gives space, many space for the new business model, and also new conservations idea about food, new knowledge, new literations about food, and also this is, I think, some of the phenomena that we have to portray as academicians. So I hope that my research could give you some point of view and will enrich the academic world. This is the model that Ibu Dewi Turgarini presents based on her research. She said that gastronomy is not only about how eating and how the food being processed, but it also have to be understanding about human behavior with food, including how they choose the raw materials, how they taste the food and servings, and also experience the food, and studying also research and writing about food and all matters relating ethics and etiquette and human nutrition in all aspects. Gastronomy is an art and science that is cross ethics, national, racial group, religions, and it may be the new language how we speak about and how we tell about ourselves to the world. And gastronomy tourism is a part of the cultural tourism. It's a type of tourism which is designed for making food and understanding about the food in one destinations. They state that food is part of the travel itself, so it will directly influence the experience for tourists in some destinations. And gastronomy tourism is also can become the main attractions of some places, such as maybe we go to Jimbaran is one of the attraction for the culinary tourism, and also when we go to Makassar, we know that some certain place must be visited because we have to try the authentic flavors of of local food. This research we use observations in the internet also, and also from literature review and expert interviews. We know from this research that there are a process for gastronomy, and we understand that gastronomy is about the culinary, is about the raw material of food, is about how we taste the food, and also how we serve the food, how we learn and how we experience when consuming the foods. And also digitalization will affect also how we can get benefit from the food, and also the philosophy, the tradition, and also the behavior of human involving the food. And we know that those knowledge of gastronomy will affect also the productions, and also the distributions, and also the consumptions and conservations. We find that in food productions, we know that there are digitalizations in agricultures, fisheries, and also the food supply chains, also in restaurant, and also in gastronomy itself, and the productions of gastronomy that using some technology for mass productions. And in the food distributions, there are changes in how the food is marketed, because there are some digital food markets, and also how the marketing itself evolving with the digital media, and also some platform that focusing on food in their channels, and also the digital delivery systems of foods. And for the food consumptions, there are many effects of digitalization, such as digital money. It makes the transactions of food very different, and also the electronic transactions of food data. We can know the transactions of food, and also the mukbang behavior, the eating in front of the camera behavior. It's in the millennials very interested behaviors. And also food TV shows, food YouTube channels, and Instagram channels for foods. And we know that the behavior of consumptions because of the digital is different, such as maybe we see a photo in Instagrams and we want to know about the food, and also maybe the social network of food also being different, such as we see that some of club communities, they held discussions, and they share photos of foods, and it makes the literations and the knowledge of the food is getting bigger. The food conservations, I put the conservation is more about how the literation of knowledge of food is become broader because of the digitalizations. Gastronomy, such as digital literacy, maybe we know that some recipes is posting online, and some e-magazine, electronic magazines exist now, and focusing on foods also, and some technology, digital technology, we can make the digital food atlas by the geographic information systems, and some food apps like we know that there are if we can find recipes in applications also, and how the gastronomy tourism is become virtually also, virtual tour in gastronomy, and also all the digital activities in food, like posting photos, and also sharing our culture of festives in Instagram. And it affects also in some gastronomy research, because the research is published by digital also, and the gastronomy electronic book, it affects also for the food conservation in digitalization gastronomy. And we know that Hall have these diagrams, and I think that this is basically how we understand the gastronomic tourism. I would like to a little bit share to you. The first of all is the interest, yeah, the interest axis, and also the number of tourists. We understand about the gastronomic tourism and how the interest is the highest with the least number of tourists. And by digitalizations, it will affect the interest and knowledge. So maybe in the conventional non-digital era, there are many rural urban tourists, but now there are many more tourists that will interested in gourmet because of the digitalization of gastronomy. And yeah, we know that the digital gastronomy can affect in food magazines, blog, Instagram, YouTube, apps, and also games. Some of the digital games is focusing to the food, and the last of it is the virtual tour. So this is my reference. So many reference, and thank you. I'm running out my time. You can contact me on my WhatsApp and also on my Instagram, and I have a Spotify name Pratiwi. Thank you for the time, and see you in the next events.